Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. Starting us off, looking at our upper level winds for today. Near the surface, our winds are slightly elevated and generally of the northern northeastern heading, which may contribute to some of those gusty conditions this morning as we move through the day today, with our observed speeds slowly tapering off until roughly 12,000 feet, where they then begin to once again increase with height and they shift to a more south-southwesterly direction up to an observed max of 31 knots at 25,000 feet with a freezing level of 13,400 feet. Now, pulling up our most recent surface analysis chart, we do have a strong to moderate surface high pressure system centered over the Atlantic Canada area, with its ridging extending southwest down through the eastern Appalachians, and with that, low pressure is continuing to sit offshore off of North Carolina with a nearly stationary frontal boundary hanging off of the Carolina and Virginia coastline. Now, that frontal boundary has been the primary driving force behind these light scattered showers and low clouds, as well as pretty persistent drizzle that we've been seeing this morning, with more of such expected to continue throughout the day today and likely linger into the nighttime hours before we do start to see some slow clearing get underway, and more noticeable clearing and changes will begin to be seen closer to those sunrise hours tomorrow morning. On Thursday, we'll have some strong high pressure over Ontario that will begin moving east into Quebec, and that will nudge some drier air southward, and low pressure will continue to move northeast off of the New England coast, and that should allow for some more sunshine tomorrow afternoon with highs in the mid-70s. And then come Thursday night, we'll see some partly cloudy conditions with lows in the lower 60s, followed by more so dry conditions Friday as that surface high ridges further south, and we'll start to see some scattered to broken midday clouds and temperatures climb into the mid-70s once again. As for the weekend, we'll see some rather pleasant conditions with near normal temperatures as that surface high to the north continues to strengthen, and that should result in some dry weather and seasonable temperatures in the upper 70s through Monday, although some models are indicating that we'll see a cold front move through the area Monday afternoon or evening, and that should bring some, or could bring some, cooler and drier conditions for Tuesday. Though with that movement, there should be a limited amount of moisture, so not much in the name of rain with that passage, if those models are indeed picking up on that correctly. Now, moving to the 24-hour risk chart here today, scattered showers continuing through the early hours and into the afternoon, with a continuous and slight decrease with those chances as we move through time and into the later hours of today, in which we might see a lingering shower through the overnight hours as well, but generally those chances do decrease with time. Our cloud cover will remain rather low in altitude or height and high in coverage for a majority of our forecasted period before we start to see some slight improvements tomorrow morning. As for our winds today, we are anticipating some slightly elevated winds to get underway, or wind gusts, with winds looking to be highest around midday, just after midday, and they taper off once again as we move into those early nighttime hours, and will continue to progressively decrease into tomorrow morning. And our ceilings, as mentioned earlier, will remain pretty low for the day and likely keep our visibility at a lowered amount as well. Now, moving to the short-term risk chart, again similar to this morning, no color on the board, no real concerns as far as weather goes at the moment. Thursday, partly to mostly cloudy and a high of 76. Thursday night, mostly clear with a couple clouds mixing in, a low of 60, and Friday, partly cloudy and a high of 76. Now, moving to the 7-day forecast, today we do have those rain chances and continuing throughout a good portion of the day, tapering off as we move into Thursday. We'll see some improvements in overall cloud coverage, turning partly to mostly cloudy, and that will continue to progressively decrease throughout Friday and Saturday, when we should see partly to mostly sunny skies, and then some clouds start to build in, and midday of these days we'll likely see some cumulus fields build in. But overall, the rain chances do diminish after today, and we should have a nice following 6 days, with our temperatures generally hovering in the mid to upper 70s once we get past today, and our lows in the low 60s to upper 50s. And that is going to conclude the 7-day outlook. Hope everyone has a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow at 8:15 for the daily weather operation brief.